Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Welcome to another episode of Pop Quickie with C. Diggy. Or, my name's Chris, of course, if you don't know me. Anywho, yeah, happy Friday, y'all. Um, I decided that, I'm going to try to do one of these at least once a week, especially until we get some more Bravo content to review. So look out for these. And I enjoy going live with y'all, and I wanted y'all opinion on a Bravo hot topic that's going on. So, allegedly, or the blogs have been saying that Potomac has finally begun filming season 10 after Karen is clinkety clink, because karma is a bitch, so she's not there anymore. And look, Mia is out. And I have no problem with that. Her lying ass need to stay in Atlanta, where she actually lived all along. Now, will she be on Real Housewives of Atlanta? I probably wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind her chemistry with the other ladies. I think that would actually be a fun time because look, there's a bunch of liars on Atlanta right now. Why don't we just add one more to the cast? Okay. And look, just speaking of Atlanta right quick, y'all keep complaining, and I'm not talking about y'all in the chat. I'm just saying, like, y'all just keep complaining about Atlanta and then this whole, I guess, protests of not watch Atlanta not come back for season 17. And then we're really going to be angry. Like, where's the Black Bravo content? Well, sorry for you. Anywho, I'm enjoying Atlanta. I just saw the first 6 minutes of the next episode, and I'm pleased. So then, another thing about Potomac, allegedly, Jossie was not asked back as well. And I'm really surprised by this because I thought of all the ladies, she had like a legit storyline. Like she's about to get married. All the ladies are invited. There was some little tea behind, her soon-to-be husband. Look, another woman who does not mind a break baby. But yeah, I think they're missing out. I guess Kiarna's back in. I'm assuming Wendy is back. Giselle is definitely back. Stacy, I think she's the only one really who confirmed because she did a hashtag RHOP on her video. Who else am I missing? Ashley. Ashley's definitely coming back. She's just on the Love Hotel. Has that started yet, by the way? I think that starts next week. I'm not sure if I'm going to review that, y'all. I will put up a poll to just see if y'all want me to review that because I don't think that many people will be watching it, honestly. So yeah, we have Ashley, Wendy, Giselle, Stacy, Kiarna. So sure thing. Kiarna, I think they might keep her on. So yeah, now there has been 3 names that have been floating around of former Potomac castmates. And look, it's been Candiace, Monique recently, as well as Robyn. And I'm just wondering, do y'all want to see any of these 3 come back? So what I'm going to do right quick on Pop Quickie is just break down the pros and cons of having Candiace back or having Monique back or having Robyn back. So let's start with, let me see what y'all talking about right now. And hello to all y'all. Hello to my mod MJ. Mia and Britt together. I actually think we can swap out Britt with Mia. Because I really think Mia would do well on Housewives of Atlanta. Please, we already have 2 liars on RHOP. We don't want Mia. I don't know. Oh, thank you for the super chat, MJ. I wouldn't mind seeing Mia on RHOP as a friend of. I also think Tanya Sam would be a good fit. She's a fun girl. Are you talking about Tanya, the one with the, Kenya was beefing when she brought the cookie lady on? That Tanya? I wouldn't mind her being full-time, honestly. I love Tanya. I mean, I guess we got to blame Bolo season 13 antics for her getting, running back off to Canada. Hey, Chris, Brooke Ashley just broke the news that Erica Jane is demoted to friend now. How ironic. And I just fact checked my spelling. I appreciate you, Janice. Thank you very much. Yeah. So Erica Jane, it makes sense. I mean, usher in some new women. And then Erica really ain't got that much going on. We tired, girl. I wonder if Wendy's YouTube channel will be resurrected when the show comes back. Shade. You know it will. Mia and Drew together, the lies. Look, the more I think about Mia being on Roa, it just makes sense to me. I know it. She won't survive on Atlanta. I think she will. And then she'll be the second housewife to be on a different franchise, because the first one was, I believe, Taylor Armstrong. Anywho, let's get into this breakdown. So first and foremost, we have Candiace. Y'all know from my reviews that she is not my favorite, but I think producers might be desperate. I think, because they don't have Karen and, Mia isn't on the show anymore, they need another star on there. Like, I'm not saying Mia was a star, but she definitely was a breakout liar. So yeah, Candiace and that mouth and them tears. Like, she's a reality producer's dream, the thing, we had a social media post where she was at NBC Universal for whatever reason. She teased it, and everyone was just assuming that she was going to be on back on Potomac, which I was just like, I don't know, because look, we'll get into that. But first, I want to go with the pros, since y'all say, like, I don't want y'all to think I'm biased, because first and foremost, I think I would like Candiace back on Potomac. It's just not with Giselle. But yes, I want to see Candiace because I want to see how motherhood has changed her. I want to see, is she nicer to Chris these days, as he's a dad to a fourth child, or is it his third? Because he has 3 baby mamas or 2? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I would love to see that. Candiace knows the ladies. Like, I think she would gel well, go right back into it. I would love to see her and Stacey's dynamic. I would love to see her dynamic with Wendy now that Wendy is cool with Giselle. I think that's it for the pros, honestly. I'm trying to think of any other pros. Do y'all have any other pros for Candiace to be on Potomac? Candiace without Giselle would be great. Yes. Candiace looks absolutely gorgeous with that baby weight on her. She was beautiful then. Yeah, I was about to say, Candiace was always pretty. She's a very pretty girl, but she gets on my fucking nerves. We all know Jizzy needs a check and isn't going anywhere. That is my thing. She is not going anywhere. Candiace was just on social media arguing with fans, being vile and nasty about the Shannon Sharp situation. She hasn't grown or matured. Leave her off. Well, yes, this funny confessionals. Candiace does have a funny confessional. I will give her that. So yes, that is another pro. So 3 pros: motherhood, her interaction with the ladies, her shade, and then the funny confessionals. So now let's get into the cons. I think the cons would be, if she's on the show with Giselle, she's only going to bring the show backwards. She is not going to move forward with Giselle, and it's a lose-lose situation for her regardless, because first she has just a hatred for Giselle. And I'm not saying it's not warranted. The thing is, would you want to be friends with somebody that basically accused your husband of SA, kind of, sort of? I don't know if she could get past that. And a producer asking her to get past that is a very tall order, taller than me. Also, I just feel like it would divide the cast, and we saw in season 8 how that looked, and I don't want to go back. Can we not go back? We already going back with Trump. Do we have to go back on Potomac too? Like, I'm not going to enjoy it. Oh my God. My friend knows not to call me. Like, I let everybody know that I am filming. Anyway, another con would be um Candiace definitely has her dog whistles, and her fans would just basically make the show hard to review and hard to watch as well for me. I'm sorry, it would. And I know a lot of people want her back on, but yeah, her mouth has pros and cons. But sometimes it just doesn't work. It doesn't. Like, she hits below to the point where you can't come back with Giselle from that. And I'm just wondering, can Giselle move on from Candiace? So yeah, like I just don't think it would just divide the show. We would go back. We were already moving forward in a positive direction. So yes, can Candiace like be on the show? Yes, but I just don't want her with Giselle on the show. It just does not make sense. I don't see how it's going to work. Yes, thank you. Please make sure you like the video while you're watching. Subscribe to a ninja. I want to get to 17K. It would be great. But yeah, that's basically what I feel about Candiace. Like, I don't mind her coming back, but yeah. If she was back on the show, her beast would probably be with Giselle. Who else can I see her beefing with? Ashley. Ashley, of course. And y'all saw Ashley being asked if Candiace was back on the show. And it looks like, you know what? Like, she answered that so funny. Like, she said, well, I'm good what's best for the show. And I'm hoping that she has grown. And me too. I hope she has grown as well. Because not everything has to be on social media. But again, I think like what Kenya and Candiace and even Garcelle to a T have in common, they have their ear to social media, and they really do let their fans guide their actions, and their fans will have their back, and they know it. They know it to a point. Like, I get it having your faves on the show, but when it gets to a point where it's like affecting the show, then I think it's a problem. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I like her, but no more divided cast. Yeah. Like, I want people to move on. It is what it is. If RHOP goes backwards, it's a wrap for the show. Exactly. We are just moving in the right direction. Her and Forehead would be going at it. Of course they would. So yeah, I don't know. Like, it just seems like Candiace is the most likely of these three to be on the show in some capacity. But we'll see. We shall see. So now we are moving on to Monique Samuels. And look, y'all know she is my girl. The Neighborhood Talk recently had an article saying that Monique might be back on the show. Let me see if I can look for the article right quick. Let's see. Give me 1 second, y'all. Need your love drug, your love drug, need your love. I don't wanna feel, I don't wanna cry. So just wanna dance and make. Oh, here it is. All right. Y'all like a little music break? So yeah, according to the Neighborhood Talk, they're asking, are y'all here for it? As season 10 begins filming, Monique Samuels is rumored to be returning to Potomac after exiting the franchise in 2020. where she told fans that she was over it on Instagram. Season 5 was her last appearance, which was riddled with drama, including the infamous physical fight with Candiace at a wine tasting and rumors of infidelity from her then husband, Chris Samuels. Monique has given the fans a lot of moments on the show, like the binder full of receipts. Like, that is one of the best Bravo moments of all time. Well, reunion moments of all time. To back up claims that Jamal Bryant was cheating on Giselle. Do we want her back? I actually, of the three, I probably wouldn't mind Monique coming back because she does still have the same problem with Giselle, which is, can Giselle move on from Monique doing that to her? That's a problem there. So having the two of them on the show is still a problem. It seems like Giselle is the common denominator. Like, Giselle is the one that needs to be off the show, but unfortunately, she is the face of the franchise still, especially without the Grand Dame. Now, why I think this is not true of the three. Of the three, yes, I probably, for my own selfish reasons, would like to see Monique on the show, but I do think that this is not true because, like, Monique has just said that she does not want to be in this environment again. So I just can't see her doing this. And she shoots down everything. Like, we were about to see her on Traitors, I think, until production was trying to get her on the same platform with Candiace, and she just wasn't falling for the okie doke. But yeah, I just don't think this is true. I can't see it happening. I would be gagged. I would definitely be gagged. Candiace, I wouldn't be surprised. Monique, of the three, I would be gagged by that. The pros of her being on the show. I think that we would love to know what Monique has been up to, her relationship with Chris. Her kids are like, damn, I think her oldest one is almost like a teenager now. Like, she's still like a mom. I feel like that is just like a part of her identity. I think she would give great television. Maybe. I think she would gel with the cast. I would love to see her dynamic with Wendy. I know she's cool with Ashley still. Maybe she could be a friend of. You never know. A lot of people want to know how, is Giselle willing to move on? And I think Giselle is in a space now where she don't care about Jamal Bryant anymore. I feel like she can be a little bit unbothered. Thank y'all for the super chats. Janice, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Thanks for the pop quickie. Just thank you in general, Riri, my newest mod to my channel. Monique is not stable to me. Mentally, Candiace is not stable. Emotionally, damn, no to both. Okay. Monique is the one who created the toxic fandom antics that have plagued the show for seasons now. She leaked info to the blogs. Well, I can see that happening. Ghost tweeted and sicked the fans on her cast. Candiace then did the same. Yeah, I think they did the same. I don't know. During the fight, I'm sorry. This is where me and Brooke disagree. I think that, I was still Team Monique. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But I do think Giselle was the puppet master in the background. I feel like, I wish Monique saw that Giselle was the one that really orchestrated the beef between her and Candiace. And then she really got Giselle at the reunion, like what she really needed. Anywho, let's see. So yeah, the pros. Again, I just think she's likable, for real. But then, yeah, the cons, a lot of Candiace's fans do not like Monique. They do not at all. There are some people that just do not like Monique. Also, I don't know. I've said this before, but Monique be giving some type of hoteptress energy sometimes, and that is just always a red flag for me. Hoteps and hoteptresses and their ideals and their thinking, like, I don't know. I just don't want to be around that or see it. Just because of their ideals are very problematic. Again, her beef with Giselle may not be fixable. They might not be able to move on. And again, we might be in a divided cast. And I don't want to see that, even if my girl Monique is on there. Her beefs will probably be with Giselle. I could probably see her beefing with Wendy too, because Wendy was definitely on that train to get Monique off the show. But yeah, that's what I think about Monique being on. Let's get to Rob. Oh, thank you, Tanya, for the super chat. Love your takes, showing support. I would love, y'all support. Thank you. And then, I have my Cash App $CDiggy1, another way to support the channel. She is a hotel. Monique is an anti-vax. Well. Look it up. And just look up their ideals as well. So last but not least, we have Robyn. Her name has been in the conversation because, she was on Traders. She lasted a long time. She really did. And she's still very present in the cast members' lives. Like, of course, with Giselle, I'm not sure if they still do their podcast together. She still hangs with Ashley. I'm not sure. She's not cool with Wendy. But yeah, she still has really strong ties to two of the OGs on the show. She's an OG herself. And for season 10, the 10th anniversary, I can see production probably wanting as many OGs on the show as possible. And I know a lot of people don't really care for Rob, but it is what it is. Like, I met Robyn and she is so nice. Like, look, we don't know these women. And whatever I have to say about Robyn, I will still say hello to her. She was really nice when I saw her on Watch What Happens Live. She was nice when I met her at BravoCon. Look, again, I don't have anything against these women. Candiace, you know what? If I saw her, I've seen her in person the most out of Potomac, and I just stay clear because I feel like it would just be fake of me. Because I was just so Team Monique that I'm just like, it would just be fake of me to just be like, Candiace, I can't. I even know some people that know Candiace. But yeah, I really don't have anything against like any other cast member at all. So a lot of people just really like hate these women. And I see why they'd be trying to play up to social media because like the fans really take this show to a different level. Like they are probably right under Drag Race fans. And my Drag Race fans in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, the pros of her being on the show. One pro would be, her connection to the women. And I think she would be a great friend of. Not a main cast member in any regard, a great friend of. Like she could come on when she want. She could provide some insight. She could go on the cash trips. Giselle, can have, her number one back, she's an OG. And generally, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Robyn can bring a little bit. But yeah, cons would be, and you brought this up, Giselle has proven that she is great on her own without Robyn. Robyn just may not be necessary on the show. And if she was full-time, do we want to see, her and Juan again? Like, we don't want to hear about their relationship dynamic anymore. Like, let them be happy and let her let that man cheat in peace. For real. Another con would be just not that many people care for Robyn. They think she's boring. They think she's probably up Giselle's ass. They think she's annoying. What else? And cons, like she probably just don't want to share that much about her life. That's why I said that she would probably be a better friend of. I would actually like to see her dynamic with the cast, though. But yeah, her beefs would probably most likely be with Wendy. I'm not sure about Kiana. Maybe Stacy. I can't see them. I can see them kind of bumping heads a little bit. And that's about it. Again, of the three most likely to be on the show, Candiace, most gag worthy if they were on the show added would be Monique. Robyn would just be a meh. Okay, so now that we have that, who should not be in the conversation? Who should not be in the conversation? There are two names that should not be in the conversation, and they are both OGs. First and foremost, let's just not bring Charisse back. We don't need her back. Even though I do agree that she is the real deal, she's the real grand dame, she has the real connections. No, she's just not a Housewives aesthetic for whatever reason, but she just doesn't work on the show. She just doesn't read well with the fans. And it is what it is. Katie, I've been seeing a lot of people who saying they want Katie back. I can see people that came in around season 5, because y'all know they got those season 5 watchers. They're the reason they came in on Potomac. But the season 1 watchers, we know that this woman is not stable to be on reality television anymore. She needs to stay a private citizen. Shout out to Erica De Niro. I don't want to see Katie back. I don't want to see someone with clear mental issues be exploited on this show. No, stop asking for her to be on the show. She should not be on the show in any capacity. She should not be on any reality show. Get your life together, raise your kids, and live well. Live well. So now there's another option that I also go on my YouTube. I mean, not on my YouTube. You're on my YouTube right now. Go on my my Instagram, cdiggy1. I did a poll asking who would you want to see back of the three? Would you want to see Candiace, Monique, or Robyn back? So I put up a poll. Go to my Instagram if you're on there, cdiggy1. Give me a follow too if you want. But also another option I put, should none of them come back? And also, I do think that besides me wanting Monique to come back, I would think this is the highest point of like my the one choice that I'm with the most is none of them coming back, because I feel like we can just add new women and these women can move forward. They can move forward. I just feel like Robyn is the safest choice, and then Monique with Giselle and Candiace with Giselle, it would probably bring the show backwards. So if producers are willing to take a chance and just really do some real like thoughtful casting like they did with Atlanta, adding Kelly, Angela, and Shamia on the show, maybe we can move on and just have, the 5 women that are already on the show and then add 2 more strong personalities. So yeah, I do think that maybe we don't need any of them to come back. We'll see. But Candiace is going to be on Bravo Universal in some capacity. Maybe she'll be on Traders. I don't know. I would prefer her on Traders than Potomac. But yeah, Giselle ain't going nowhere, y'all. So if Giselle is on the show, I don't want Candiace back. It is what it is. I think Vivian would be a good fit, but it would really depend on how the audience receives her. But she definitely has some beef on the show. I'm not mad at fresh faces. Roa restored my faith in recasting. Same, because Roa is good. Don't let a Kenya fan or Kenya stan gaslight you. Hell no to Candiace. She's obnoxious, childish, and a brat. I agree. I won't forget those anti-gay comments she made, the derogatory names calling Ashley a bed wench as if she's not married to a white man herself. Look, that was another thing. She was going after Ashley hard and then trying to go after her, called her what was it? What was it? She called her a roach. She called her a roach. I remember that. And the thing is, like, what if the tables were turned and Ashley was calling her that and, call her a roach? Oh my God, Ashley would be off the show. She would be off the show. So, yeah, there was a lot. Thank you for bringing that up. Candiace has done some contradictory reads that I just did not appreciate. But look, there's a lot of people that love Candiace and a lot of people that want her back. Look, yeah, the gays go up for Candiace. I'm telling you. Monique would be my pick, but honestly, my choice with these three is to bring them all back or none. Oh no, that would be just sheer chaos. That would be chaos. It's season 10, so it would be nice to have resolution and wrap the show up in a bow. I don't know. Look, if Candiace and Monique could just have a good sit down, like, I really feel like they can move on. I really do. But Candiace has to be grown about it, and Monique too. Because that would be great. That would be great if they can function in the same space, because I used to love those two. I love them more as friends than enemies, because I remember I think it was season 3 where they were really buddy. Season 4, that's where kind of the breakdown of their relationship was a little bit, because that was when Monique was pregnant, right? Season 4. So yeah, I don't know. I would be here for them making amends. Anywho, so yes, look, y'all know, like, Candiace can be very nasty. Anywho, y'all, I have hit the 30-minute mark. I just wanted to bring this conversation to y'all and just see what y'all thought, because allegedly season 10 has been filming, and I can't wait to see who is the new cast members added to the show. So yeah, with that, y'all, I will see y'all for Pop Roast tomorrow at noon with Alex. He is enjoying Philly right now. I know some people is asking me, where's Alex? He's out there. Just let him get himself together in Philly. Let him take a break. He will be back on Pop Roast. So yeah, with that, y'all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.